For as long as I can remember, I've always had an excellent sense of direction, like a built-in compass. I've always been able to find my way back somewhere, even if I'd only been there once. When I meet someone new that rides BMX, I usually tell them I'm a salty old trail rider that's fallen in love with the new school street riding. But what's funny is I've always loved hunting for street spots, exploring new cities, and the creativity that goes into using a spot to the fullest. Back in 1998, BMX was changing after Road Fools 1 came out and Jimmy Levan jumped the church gap in Austin. At that time, I was 15 years old and had already been visiting Austin and the surrounding areas for several years before that video came out. On one day trip to Austin, my friends and I stood out on top of the church gap and looked out on it as if we were standing on hallowed ground. We got weird looks because no one could tell why a bunch of scrappy-looking kids on BMX bikes were acting so weird about a set of stairs and talking about how he jumped from here all the way to over there. In 2000, I took a school trip to DC, and all the pictures I brought home were not of our nation's capital or any other historical landmarks to the United States. They were all pictures of spots that I'd seen in Road Fools 3 the year before. The next summer, I took a trip to San Francisco, and I came home with roll after roll of pictures of legendary skate spots like Hubba Hideout, where Road Fools 2 stopped just a couple years before that. It didn't hit me until another 17 years later that when I put all these things together about me, like BMX, traveling, exploring spots with friends, pushing yourself in new creative ways, that it all adds up to the idea of Landmark BMX. It's BMX travel and culture enablement through the use of technology. I started the Landmark BMX Maps project to build a resource to give back to the BMX community because everything is different now. How much time we have to spend riding is completely different. Sponsorship is completely different. Content distribution is completely different. The top BMX companies and distributors are completely different. So what's the same about BMX? As of today, Landmark BMX is a website with a handful of street spot maps of cities in Texas. Each map has a listing of landmark spots that if you only have a couple of days in town, you need to go see for yourself. Then the remaining layers are all spots sorted by spot type. If you have more time in the city, you can dig deeper and go check out spots the locals have submitted to add to our spot maps. The coolest part about BMX and making spot maps is that it doesn't limit you to the spots that we've put on our spot maps. What it enables you to do is plan a photo shoot, plan a filming project, plan a trip with your friends. Use our spot maps as a starting point to go explore on your own. In addition to the maps, we're also making our own content surrounding the culture of spot hunting, exploring, and pulling our scene here in Houston together with plans to expand to more cities in the future. Going forward, we're going to continue to dial in our maps so they're easy to use on our phones, and we hope to see you guys in the streets to help you answer the first question we always ask each other: where do you want to go ride?